Good news for the world economy. Since 2008, central banks around the world are adding trillions in the market by quantitative easing. When too much currency is chasing too few goods and services, hyperinflation can happen. So there is actually too much currency for the output of the economy. We live in an inflated economy. House prices are skyrocketing, just like the price of art, classic cars and even football players. Also food prices and building materials get more expensive. Like Wikipedia says, almost all hyperinflation has been caused by government budget deficits financed by currency creation. Trees become assets to connect to these overabundant currencies when paying the trees to store CO2. This will stabilize the global economy and ecology. So now, after adding enormous amounts of currencies, let's now add enormous amounts of new forests. Ecosystems worldwide can support an additional 0.9 billion hectares of continuous forest. Planting 900 million hectares of mixed forests stabilizes the microclimates, restores water tables, enhances food security and stimulates economies. But who is able to plant these trees? All the tree planting projects around the world would not be sufficient for doing this big job. The rural labor force and farmers together are the best candidates to do the job. There are 570 million farms in the world, and roughly 2 billion people derive their livelihoods from agriculture. And this wouldn't be something new. Work programs exist since the Middle Ages, but this would be the biggest worldwide economical stimulus program ever undertaken, creating billions of jobs with a major positive spin-off for the world economy. Professional and business services will profit. Transport and heavy equipment are needed on a large scale. More accounting will be needed. This will stimulate the whole economic chain and service economy up to the banks. And you will see a rise in secondary markets, and this will become a green stock market. So how will this work in practice? The tree planter uploads the tree into the tree wallet, creating a short-term asset. He can withdraw the fee within 1 year. When validated, the tree will enter into the farmer's wallet. Now the tree becomes a long-term asset from which he receives an annual compensation for the harvested CO2. Companies who want to offset their emissions find the trees needed for their annual CO2 compensation on the tree wallet. Then they create a smart contract with the farmer. The farmer receives his annual compensation. Finally, the satellite takes over the monitoring of the tree assets. So how can you help? Tree Wallet is looking for investors to create this new model, and all the help is needed. Become a partner by offsetting your annual CO2 emissions via the pilot project in Spain, Uganda and Tanzania. You will receive the GPS points of the trees, information about the farmers and help us with building the system. Please contact us via info@urbanstreetforest.com.